part 2 for chapter 1. Excuse the wind and the wind chimes. We're just moving outside because it's just a little noisy in my house. Hopefully no one will call again because this is the 4th time I've tried to read the rest of this chapter. Alright, here we go. So, we were in the culvert and we saw the 2 legs and smelled the smoke. There I am. I stared intently, absolutely fascinated. For reasons I couldn't fathom, I was drawn to this creature, compelled, and I even tensed, preparing to bound out to greet it. One look from my mother, though, and I decided against it. This was something to be feared, to be avoided at all costs. It was, of course, a man. The first one I'd ever seen. The man never glanced in our direction. He scaled the bank and disappeared from view, and after a few moments, Mother slid out into the sunlight and raised her head to see if the danger had passed. She relaxed then and came back inside, giving each of us a reassuring kiss. I ran out to see for myself and found myself disheartened. All that remained of the man's presence was a lingering scent of smoke in the air. Over and over again the next few weeks, Mother reinforced the message we'd learned in that culvert. Avoid men at all costs. Fear them. The next time Mother went to hunt, we were allowed to go with her. Once we were away from the security of the den, her behavior became timid and skittish, and we all emulated her actions. We steered clear of open spaces, slinking along next to bushes. If we saw a person, Mother would freeze, her shoulders tense, ready to run. At these times, Fasta's patch of white fur seemed as obtrusive as bark, but no one ever noticed us. What they mean right there is that his white fur to them seemed to just stand out so much that people would notice, but they didn't. Mother showed us how to tear into the filmy bags behind houses, quickly scattering inedible papers and revealing chunks of meat, crusts of bread, and bits of cheese, which we chewed to the best of our ability. The tastes were exotic and the smells were wonderful, but Mother's anxiety affected all of us, and we ate quickly, savoring nothing. Almost immediately, Hungry brought up his meal, which I thought was pretty funny, until I too felt my insides gripped in a powerful spasm. It seemed to go down easier the second time. I'd always been aware of other dogs, though I'd never personally met any except for those in my family. Sometimes when we were out hunting, they barked at us from behind fences, most likely jealous that we were trotting around free while they were imprisoned. Mother, of course, never let us approach any of the strangers. While Fast usually bristled a little, somehow insulted that anybody would dare call out to us while he lifted his leg on their trees. Occasionally, I even saw a dog in a car. The first time this happened, I stared in wonderment at his head hanging out the window, tongue lolling out. He barked joyously when he spotted me, but I was too astounded to do anything but lift my nose and sniff in disbelief. Cars and trucks were something else, Mother evaded, though I didn't see how they could be dangerous if there were sometimes dogs inside them. A large, loud truck came around frequently and took away all the bags of food people left out for us, and then meals would be scarce for a day or two. I didn't like that truck nor the greedy men who hopped off of it and scooped up all the food for themselves, despite the fact that they and their truck smelled glorious. There was less time for play now that we were hunting. Mother snarled when Hungry tried to lick her lips, hoping for a meal, and we all got the message. We went out often, hiding from sight, desperately searching for food. I felt tired and weak now and didn't even try to challenge Fast when he stood with his head over my back, thrusting his chest at me. Fine, let him be the boss. As far as I was concerned, my short legs were better suited for the low, slinking run our mother had taught us anyway. If Fast felt he was making some sort of point by using his height to knock me over, he was fooling himself. Mother was the dog in charge. There was barely room for all of us underneath the tree now, and Mother was gone for longer and longer periods of time. Something told me that one of these days, she wouldn't come back. We would have to fend for ourselves. Fast always pushing me out of the way, trying to take my share. Mother wouldn't be there to look after me. I began to think of what it would be like to leave the den. The day everything changed began with Hungry stumbling into the culvert to lie down instead of going on the hunt. His breathing labored, his tongue sticking out of his mouth. Mother nuzzled Hungry before she left, and when I sniffed at him, his eyes remained shut. Over the culvert was a road, and along the road, once found a large dead bird, which we'd all torn into until Fast picked it up and ran off with it. Despite the danger of being seen, we tended to range up and down this road looking for more birds, which is what we were doing when Mother suddenly raised her head in alarm. We all heard it at the same time, a truck approaching. But not just any truck. The same vehicle making the same sounds had been back and forth along our road several times the past few days, moving slowly, even menacingly, as if hunting specifically for us. We followed Mother as she darted back to the culvert, but for reasons I'll never fully understand, I stopped and looked back at the monstrous machine, taking an extra few seconds before I followed Mother into the safety of the tunnel. Those few seconds proved to make all the difference. They had spotted me. With a low, rumbling vibration, the truck came to a stop directly overhead. The engine clanked and went quiet, and then we heard the sounds of boots on gravel. Mother gave a soft whimper. When the human faces appeared at the end of the culvert, Mother went low, tensing her body. They showed their teeth at us, but it didn't seem to be a hostile gesture. Their faces were brown, marked with black hair, black brows, and dark eyes. "Here, boy," one of them whispered. I didn't know what it meant, but the call seemed as natural as the sound of the wind, as if I'd been listening to men speak my whole life. Both men had poles. I now saw poles with ropes looped on the end. They appeared threatening, and I felt Mother's panic boil over. Her claws scrabbling. She bolted, her head down, aiming for the space between the legs of one of the men. The pole came down. There was a quick snap, and then my mother was twisting and jerking as the man hauled her out into the sunlight. Sister and I backed up, cowering, while Fast growled, his fur bristling on the back of his neck. Then it occurred to all three of us that while the way behind us was still blocked, the tunnel mouth in front of us was now clear. We darted forward. "Here they come," the man behind us yelled. Once out in the creek bed, we realized we didn't really know what to do next. Sister and I stood behind Fast. He wanted to be the boss, so okay, we'll let him deal with this. There was no sign of Mother. The two men were on opposite banks, though, each wielding his pole. Fast dodged one, but then was snagged by the other. Sister took advantage of the melee to escape, her feet splashing in the water as she scampered away. But I stood rooted, staring up at the road. A woman with long white hair stood there above us, her face wrinkled in kindness. "Here, puppy, it's okay. You'll be all right. Here, puppy," she said. I didn't run. I didn't move. I allowed the loop of rope to slip over my face and tighten on my neck. The pole guided me up the bank, where the man seized me by the scruff of the neck. He's okay, the woman crooned. "Let him go." "He'll run off," the man warned. "Let him go." I followed this bit of dialogue without comprehension, only understanding that somehow the woman was in charge, though she was older and smaller than either of the two men. With a reluctant grunt, the man lifted the rope off my neck. The woman offered her hands to me, rough, leathery palms coated with a flowery smell. I sniffed them, then lowered my head. A clear sense of caring and concern radiated off of her. When she ran her fingers along my fur, I felt a shiver pass through me. My tail whipped the air on its own accord, and when she astonished me by lifting me into the air, I scrabbled to kiss her face, delighting in her laughter. The mood turned somber when one of the men approached, holding Hungry's limp body. The man showed it to the woman, who clucked mournfully. Then he took it to the truck where Mother and Fast were in the metal cage, and held it up to their noses. The scent of death, recognizable to me as any memory, came off of Hungry in the dry, dusty air. We all carefully smelled my dead brother, and I understood the men wanted us to know what had happened to Hungry. Sadness came from all of them as they stood there silently in the road, but they didn't know how sick Hungry had been. Sick from birth, and not long for the world. I was put in the cage, and Mother sniffed disapprovingly at the woman's smell, which had been pressed into my fur. With a lurch, the truck started up again, and I was quickly distracted by the wonderful odors flowing through the cage as we moved on the road. I was riding in a truck. I barked in delight, Fast and Mother jerking their heads in surprise at my outburst. I couldn't help myself. It was the most exciting thing that had ever happened in my whole life, including almost catching the frog. Fast seemed overcome with sadness, and it took me a moment to understand. Sister, his favorite companion, was gone, as lost to us as hungry. There was, I reflected, much more complexity to the world than I had supposed. It wasn't just about Mother and my siblings hiding from people, hunting and playing in the culvert. Larger events had the ability to change everything, events that were controlled by humans. I was wrong about one thing, though. We didn't know it at the time. Fast and I would meet up with Sister again in the future. That's the end of chapter 1.